Hey guys, welcome back to Festive Forever. Today we are at one of my favorite restaurant in Mumbai, that is Mirchi and Mime, located at Powai. There are many reasons why I love this restaurant, but one of the most important reason is that this restaurant uses or encourages sign languages, having their expertise in North Indian and Mughlai dishes. So let's enjoy this experience. So guys, we have Priyanka with us who's going to explain the entire concept or a little bit about this restaurant. So please Priyanka, tell us about this restaurant.
Okay, so just want to tell you few things about the restaurant, the Mirchi and Mime. Mirchi represents the spices which we add on the food, and the Mime means where all servers are speech and hearing impaired. So as I wants to introduce himself by sign language, please have a look. Excuse me, hello, welcome to Mirchi and Mime. My name is Saddam and that's my sign. So whenever you're on Saddam on the table, you have to do Saddam. If in case if you need my help or suggestion myself, Priyanka, this will be my sign. Thank you for watching the person and welcome. So excuse me. Thank you.
So guys, now we are gonna order our food, and I'm not that great at using sign languages, but I'm gonna try my level best. And the second one would be okay. You have already seen like how's the place and how's the staff, and I must say that the person who's attending me, his name is Saddam, and he's so sweet. He's the sweetest boy that I have ever met. So I have here my first dish, which is called Kafir Rasam. The whole point of ordering this dish was the presentation. Generally you don't get, such kind of idlis. So this was kind of refreshing. So let's go ahead and pour it. There was one more reason why I ordered this dish, because I have not heard of Kafir Rasam. Usually our rasam is very simple, but when you add kafir in any dish, it just somehow changes the entire taste of any dish. So that was also one of the reason I ordered it. Yum! It's like my idlis are bathing in Kafir Rasam. So let's go ahead and try it. I think it's better if I try in this itself. I've taken a huge bite. This was so yum. Somehow kafir didn't ruin the taste of this entire dish. I just thought, I was little, skeptical like how rasam and kafir would go. But then the rasam is very, very thin. And I feel you have to dip this for quite a long time because it's not really soaking it. So if you're coming here and ordering this dish, you might have to keep it like this for couple of minutes before you actually try it. So once your idli is soaked properly, then you can eat this. But let me tell you, this is a very unique way of serving this dish, and the presentation is top notch. I liked it. So I'm gonna let this idli set into my rasam and then eat it. Rasam is superb, and of course the idli is nice, soft and moist. Loved it. So I have arrived here just prior to Holi. That's why they also have certain drinks which is more like a thandai, or drinks which are pretty much served during the time of Holi. So I decided to call for nutmeg thandai. Of course, there is some rum in it. So basically, it's an alcohol but served in an Indian style during Holi. There are 4 type of drinks like pan. One was I think with pan and one was with nutmeg and 1 or 2 more like that. If you come here, you would know about their menu. Okay. So of course, they have added nutmeg in it. This drink is pretty much for the people who love rum. I think whichever drink I ever had or any drink that I had till date, if there is rum in it, I feel that the rum is pretty much strong. So if you're not a rum person, you might not like this. You would have to go for some other drink. It has this spicy taste along with some nutmeg. That's why you could feel little spice near your throat, or in your throat you would feel that, you know, that hot feeling where you drink something and then immediately it burns your throat. If you like spicy rum, then you can just go ahead and order it. Man, this drink is too strong for me. So while we are sipping our drink, I also have here fennel ravas tikka. If you see, there is burnt garlic sprinkled on the tikka, and this is ravas fish. Along with that, you can also see some coriander leaves, and then of course I think it's just similar to Malai chicken tikka, somewhere like that, but also I like the burnt texture of this tikka. So let's go ahead and eat it. There are some chutneys over here which I'm gonna try. Peanuts chutney, one of my favorite. Not every time, but sometimes I like to have it. Okay. It's just yum. Okay, usually with tikkas you get green chutney, but they are serving peanut chutney, and let me tell you, this chutney is superb and going very well with my fish tikka. Usually tikkas थोड़े spicy होते हैं, but this one is not really spicy, and also burnt garlic is giving such a fabulous taste. Just loved it. One of the recommended dish of this restaurant. If you're coming here, do order this fish tikka because it's absolutely stunning and delectable. And of course, do try with the peanut chutney. It will just entirely change the taste of this fish tikka. I think this is going to be my new go-to. So I had ordered 2 things prior. One was kafir rasam and the second thing was fish tikka, and let me tell you, the fish tikka was so soft and fresh. I really like the quality of their ingredients, or you can say the quality of fish. Absolutely great. Now for main course, I have ordered for aloo curry with cheese garlic naan. अगर आपको आलू पसंद है, then I think you should order it. It has a creamy gravy along with red preparation. So aloo I think is made in red and the curry is made in yellow. We have also added pomegranate, microgreens, and you know, I anyways love potato a lot. I'm taking some karela. I'm gonna also add some karela just for some better taste. Fun fact, this curry is tasting way better with karela than with potatoes. With potatoes also, this curry is tasting good, but for some reason I really loved it with karela. I have a feeling that this curry has some, it's creamy. Basically the curry is creamy, made from coconut. Since I'm in an Indian restaurant where they serve North Indian and Mughlai food, I decided to order biryani, because being in an Indian restaurant, if I'm not going to order biryani, then I don't know what I'm going to do in life. That was effortless. The biryani looks yummy. There is a lot of jeera and everything is in white color, like white masala, then some fried onions, some coriander leaves and white chicken. Along with that we also have some raita, which I'm gonna pour a bit, because biryani without raita, actually many people prefer biryani without raita, but I don't prefer it because it somewhere balance out the spiciness or the Indian spices. I'm not sure that if you would require raita with white biryani, but then I had to pour it because I'm just used to it. And also this biryani, as I could figure out, these are thigh pieces and it's boneless. So let's go ahead and try it. Oh my god, I think the chicken quantity is a lot. I'm just gonna say this is a 10 on 10. I have not really tried, or I rarely eat white biryani because that's not my preference. But the moment I had that first bite, there was like burst of Indian spices in my mouth. I'm just gonna sum up in very few sentences that though the biryani contains jeera, jeera is not dominant, और you can say जीरा का जो टेस्ट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा कम है. Indian spices are giving very fine taste. I personally feel that all the taste that you get is from Indian spices because you cannot change the color by adding masalas. Also you have to add little bit of cashew paste, but I feel with cashew paste they have added little amount of green chilies and some pepper. That's why the biryani is tasting phenomenal. Now I'm gonna enjoy my chicken biryani and then we are gonna eat some delicious dessert. And do wait for dessert because in dessert we are gonna have trio halwa, which I'm pretty much sure you're gonna enjoy it. In dessert we have trio halwa. Now when I was ordering this dish, I had a assumption that it's going to be little bigger than what this actually is. This is a little tiny tart, but never mind. There are three types of halwa. One is carrot, then other is dudhi, and one is suji. Basically taken the base of tart and then added halwa in it. This ice cream is probably kesar ice cream and I'm gonna take some amount of it. Let's go ahead and eat it. Let's try. Yummy gajar halwa, dudhi halwa with some ice cream. The quantity of it, just tasting amazing. Dudhi halwa along with kesar ice cream is just fabulous, and since I know now that the dudhi halwa tastes delectable with kesar ice cream, I think that's the combination I'm gonna try at home as well. But do order this dessert, it's so yummy, I cannot express in words. I just loved it. Time to rate this place on my festive meter. First of all, kudos to the owner who has created such a great concept where he has employed people who have hearing and speaking disability. I feel this practice should be adopted by more of restaurants because we all know that how difficult it is to get employment anywhere. I want to give my best wishes to the owner and the staff. Of course, the food is just phenomenal. It's tasty, it's delectable. Other than that, it's also helping a cause. So I would definitely urge people to come here and visit this restaurant, eat food, and don't worry, it's not gonna be the case where you won't like the ambience or the food. You're gonna love every single thing about this restaurant. The people are so humble and I just love the way they are so approachable. Specifically what I liked is my fish tikka and the dessert. In fact, the biryani was outstanding. So guys, I'm gonna rate this place 10 on 10 on my festive meter because there is no way to give any less point. So guys, if you visit this restaurant, please leave it in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and do follow me on my Instagram, that is festive forever 4. So guys, I think that's all for today. I'm gonna see you in my next vlog. Till then, live life festive style. Bye bye. All halwas.